Mixed school will always be the best. Awula Adachiga Girls School any day. Kwame Shaggy, mixed school is always the best. Shambolic Laverson, mixed school is the best. Abigail Nyame Kuma Girls School any day. Atama Patrick Selom, boys school. In Tiamwa Donko Shell Girls School. Yeah, I mean girls school, everybody's mentioned girls school. Nathaniel Nete, boys school. Philip Oseajin, boys school. Bra Psycho, boys. Zakaria Musa, boys. Basaji Patrick, boys school. And Herbert Atambire also says boys school.
Thank you very much, buddy. We have to make way for Eyewitness News. Our time is up. Magadi T. Zaikolobu says, Chalemengo, please let Echo do that of musicians. Let's see something. We'll do that tomorrow for you guys, okay?
Musicians like how?
As in like schools they attended, like there are various secondary schools they attended.
Okay, we'll try. We'll try that one.
We'll try that one later. Big shots going out to you, Mrs. Chum. Good to know you tuned in and having a good time.
Yeah.
Mrs. Chum is enjoying the Comido live version of the Sugar Cane.
All right. And also let me give a special shout out to Mrs. Edith Kumsin. She's also listening.
Ah, lovely.
So enjoy yourself.
Mommy, what's up? This has been the Traffic Avenue on 97.3 Citi FM. Two parties brought you the show. My name is Daniel Mengo. You can call me DJ Mengo. Catch me off air. My handle everywhere is at I am DJ Mengo.
And my name is Eko Kumsing. You can find me on all social media platforms at PK_Kumsing, Kumsing Sports with a double N.
We are the two parties that brought you this show. Up next is Eyewitness News. Big shout out to the technical team. Thanks for the assistance. Thank you for listening. You doing the listening. We appreciate you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back tomorrow, 2 p.m., bringing you another beautiful show. We are out.
Oh, yeah. 97.3. Come on. Let's go.
Traffic Avenue, the show for me and you. Mondays to Fridays, ooh, the Traffic Avenue. Traffic Avenue, the show for me and you. Mondays to Fridays, ooh, the Traffic Avenue.
Oh, flex. Buckle up and join the best. Let's see, relieve your stress. So yes, let the music soothe your soul and keep it going just to refresh. Buckle and enjoy the ride from 2 to the half of the 5. Mondays to Fridays happening live. Where we gon' have a ball, you can text your guys. Let me tell you what you really gotta do. You can count on us, we come through. We got everything you need, that's true. Are you ready for the Traffic Avenue? Let me tell you what you really gotta do. You can count on us, we come through. We got everything you need, that's true. An applause for the Traffic Avenue.
Traffic Avenue, the show for me and you. Mondays to Fridays, ooh, the Traffic Avenue. Traffic Avenue, the show for me and you. Mondays to Fridays, ooh, Traffic Avenue. Oh yeah. Welcome to the Traffic Avenue.
Detailed news, unparalleled coverage. City News on 97.3 FM.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
City News. It's 17:30 GMT. You're welcome to Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. I am Umaru Sanda. Amadou. Tonight, I'm here with
Hawa Idrisu Mustafa.
And coming up over the next 90 minutes.
We are almost done with the sorting when a known person, I don't know him anywhere, when he come and distract all the voting process. He done all the voting process, but God willing,
to us.
all.
With just 3 days to the close of nominations for election 2024, the governing New Patriotic Party is yet to produce a parliamentary candidate for the Wale constituency after yesterday's snatching of the ballot box in the rerun of the polls there. We'll be going back to the community and the constituency and the party to find out what next. Also, coming up, Peasant Farmers Association warned of a looming food crisis over the Galamsey issues. We'll be interrogating that matter here on Eyewitness News. And later on the show, the Home Office of the United Kingdom issues a deportation notice to Ghanaian students on scholarship whose tuition fees are in arrears. Stay with 97.3 Citi FM. And after Eyewitness News tonight, we are bringing you a live coverage of the launch of our election coverage for Channel 1 Television and Citi FM. That event is at 7 p.m. tonight on Channel 1 Television, and of course we have it also live here on 97.3 Citi FM. And in business news,
market analysts forecast slight uptick in inflation for the month of August.
That's in 50 minutes from the City Business Desk. Eyewitness News is live across Ghana on a host of affiliate stations. In the Upper West region, we are on Bugli Radio 88.6 FM in Wa in the capital there. We are also in Zuarungu in the Upper East region on Word 88.3 FM. We are in the Northern region on Yendi, the traditional capital of Dagbon, on Dasuma 99.1 FM. In the Volta region, we are on Holy 98.5 FM in Aplau. In the Eastern region, we are on Right 90.1 FM in Somanya. In the Ashanti region, we are on Orange 107.9 FM in Kumasi. In the Bono region, we are live on Sunyani FM's Greener 95.9 FM. In the Western region, we are live on Premier 100.5 FM, Beach 105.5 FM, and Sky Power 93.5 FM, all of them based in Takoradi. We are live on our website, citynewsroom.com. We are also on Facebook, we are on YouTube, and we are interactive. Look for handles and get to know what the issues are, and do send us your messages. If you want to send a message, you can go on WhatsApp, drop your comments via 0549 986 996. That's a WhatsApp platform. Alternatively, go on X, previously known as Twitter. My handle is @UmaruSanda. Send your message there, and the world gets to hear what you think. This is Eyewitness News broadcasting from number 11 Dr. Martin Loop in Adabraka in Accra. The New Patriotic Party's parliamentary primaries, which was held in the Wale constituency as part of the general primaries of the party, led to a court process, which court process led to a pronunciation, which pronunciation suggested that the party ought to hold a new runoff or a new parliamentary primary in the election in that constituency, Wale, the hometown of the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Yesterday, Monday, was a day that the party set for the holding of that rerun of the parliamentary primary between a staffer at the office of the Vice President and a former minister in charge of gender who is said to be a close relative, if not a sister or a cousin, of the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So, at the end of the polls, sorting ought to have happened as ordinarily would happen. Counting would be done. A declaration will be made. And we know who the NPP parliamentary candidate would be for Wale. But as it turns out, that's not what happened. Listen to this confusion that arose during the sorting.
When we start sorting the ballot, we have sorted Hajia ballot and Alaji Kabiru ballot. During that sorting, we are almost done with the sorting. When unknown person, we don't know where the person coming from.
It's not unknown.
It's alleged. It's alleged. It's alleged. So me, as a national third vice chairman and an election committee chairman, I don't know that guy. I don't even know him from nowhere. But before they started, I've already told the police people who are there that they should be focused. They should be focused because I have had a signal that during sorting, they are trying to cause mayhem. During sorting, they are trying to cause vulcanisms and then riots. In this case, I have told the police to focus on that. We are almost done with the sorting. When a known person, I don't know him anywhere, when he come and distract all the voting process. He done all the voting process, but God willing, all the ballot papers has been secured and put into bag. As I'm talking to you, it is in the custody of the police, and as at now, every place has scattered. The delegates are no more here. The police have taken control of the center. So we are looking forward to see. From here, we are moving to police station to see whether we can go ahead of the counting or whatsoever.
All right, so that's the NPP election committee chairman for the special election held in Wale Wale in the Northeast region yesterday, having to do with that rerun. His name is Masaudu Osman. He is not just the chairman of the election committee in that constituency. He's also the third vice chairman of the New Patriotic Party, sent specially to Wale Wale to monitor the proceedings yesterday. And you heard his account there. We'll be going to our correspondent in the Northeast region, Mohammed M. Alabira, to tell us what he witnessed yesterday at the voting center. And of course, we did not bring you Eyewitness news yesterday because of that game between the Black Stars of Ghana and the national team of Niger, which was played in Morocco, which we brought you live yesterday. Of course, it's in the interest of the nation, even though it may not have gone the way we hoped it would. But tonight, we are helping you make sense of what transpired there. And as the New Patriotic Party, what next for them in the Wale Wale constituency? Now, as we stand or as we speak, the NPP, the governing party, has no parliamentary candidate in the home constituency of its flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. We'll go back to the phone lines now. Let's speak to our correspondent, Mohammed M. Alabira. He is our Northeast Regional correspondent based in Bimbila, but traveled to Wale Wale to cover the election for us yesterday. Mohammed Aminu, you're welcome to Eyewitness News. So I have tried to give a summary of why there was a need for an election yesterday. You were there on the ground. What happened in the evening around 5 p.m. or after 5 p.m. when voting closed in Wale Wale?
Thank you, Malam Sanda. Yes, around 5 p.m. yesterday, voting ended at Wale Wale, the Pentecost Church in Wale Wale town along the Bolgar Road. That was where the voting happened. When the last batch entered, the police started, barricading the whole area, driving people away, that they should go outside what were being put around. So we, the media, we were standing there, and one police officer came and told us that no, that we should also move out until he gets permission before we come in. We said no, we were not going out. We were standing there because we wanted to carry everything live. Initially, we thought the counting or the sorting would have been done outside where they barricaded. But unfortunately, it was done in the church room. We were there watching. Where I was standing, I was observing, I was watching inside. Then all of a sudden, the door to the church room was closed. So nobody except the agents inside and then the party people who were going in and out, those were the people who could see or know what was happening inside. So all of a sudden, we heard a cry in the church room. Then security started rushing there, and we were also getting ready to know what was happening. So we also came around. All of a sudden, then we saw the police commander came out of the church room with the ballot box in his hand. He was moving and he asking his wife to take control. So all of a sudden, they all gathered and he moved. Instead of the police to come or to bring their cars close to the door, it was left outside the barricaded area. So before they moved there, the youth had jumped on them, throwing stones, and Madam Sanda, everything became chaotic. Then we also saw two people being handcuffed, and they were bringing them to the car. But because of how the crowd was, they couldn't control everything. That was what I saw, Madam Sanda, over there. So the police took the ballot box to the police station, and everything was left there. So it was then that I went to interview the committee chairman, who told me that the person who came to disrupt the thing was an unknown person. He didn't know him, and that everything was done. They were just about doing with the sorting. The sorting did not complete. They did not complete the sorting according to them because we were not inside. That when the incident happened, and he said he didn't know the person. But after him, I came to the aspirant, Dr. Kabiru. He said he is disappointed looking at the kind of democracy MPP is holding. When they say that if somebody tells him that they don't know the person, then he is disappointed because already in the morning he raised concerns about him, that he is the Yagba Kubori constituency former chairman, who was the one who disrupted the process. So it was Dr. Kabiru who mentioned the name of the person who did that. But the committee chairman said he didn't know him. Then later, I also interviewed the constituency chairman, and he also mentioned the same person's name, saying he was the one who did the distraction. So from there, we moved to the police station. They called Dr. Kabiru people to come. They came and told the electoral commissioner and the security that they were not going to take part or to observe whatever was happening today or tomorrow, that they will not do that. But the EC says they will go ahead. So Hajia Larba people were there together with the party executive. They reopened the ballot box, brought the papers out, and according to what the electoral commission, because over there we were not allowed to go there. So the electoral commission said no. Looking at it, some of the ballot papers were damaged, and Hajia Larba team were rejecting some of them, that they could not accept them. And according to the EC officer, if you look at them, you couldn't tell which of the candidates the ballot papers belong to. And for that matter, he said it is an internal election thing, so he will not be able to declare the results. So yesterday at the police station, that was what happened. The result was not declared at the Walwale Center when we all left the place.
So just to be sure, neither you or any of the journalists there were allowed to be inside the church auditorium where the sorting and the counting would have happened?
No, none of us. It was earlier in the morning when voting started that I was the only journalist allowed with my cameraman to go inside. But then the voting had just started. If you saw that I was updating the page. So that was the time I was allowed into the hall. But after that, no journalist was allowed inside. Anyone who had access to the place, maybe would have gone there after the distraction has been happened. But during the sorting process, nobody was allowed into the church room, please.
So you did not see what happened in the sorting room, and at the police station either, as well, you were not allowed to witness proceedings, correct?
No, Madam Sandau. Okay. In the church room, we did not see anything, except those inside. Even Dr. Kabiru and Hajia Larba, they were also sitting outside. So, but then news feed had called me and I gave updates. So I came to them to find out if they could make comments to me. They both declined to speak to me. So okay. Dr. Kabiru and Hajia, we were all outside. They themselves didn't know what was happening inside. That's fine. Except once in a while, Dr. Kabiru will get up and go in. But Hajia was seated.
Very well. I mean, just a quick one before you go. When you talked about a clash between the youth and the police, how violent was that? And did the police have to shoot? We've heard that there were gunshots.
Yes, there were gunshots. And it happened at the time they were moving away. After the time the gunshots started. By then, I believe the ballot box and the team that were carrying the ballot box had even reached the police station. It was when everybody was now going to move away from the voting center that the shooting started.
Okay.
Not at the time they were still beating them.
But you did not see.
They actually beat people seriously.
But you did not see. You did not see anyone snatch a ballot paper or a ballot box and flee from the scene.
No.
Very well. No, let's leave it here.
It happened in the church. If
But you did not see that. Your camera lens did not very well. Let's leave it.
We didn't
Okay.
It did not happen outside.
Thank you so much. That's Mohammed M. Alabira. He is a correspondent in the Northeast region. He covered the Wali special rerun of the NPP parliamentary election yesterday. Haruna Mohammed is Deputy General Secretary of the NPP, speaking to us from the head office in Accra. You're welcome to Eyewitness News, sir.
Thank you, Umaru.
What is the account that you received from your third vice, whom you sent to supervise the elections in Wali yesterday?
Thank you very much, and good evening to your cherished listeners. It's true that Masaudu was sent to supervise the elections. If you remember, the first release by the General Secretary had me as the chairman of the Elections Committee. After the next meeting was changed, Alabria was in touch with me and with all arrangements that we were making and how we were to place the media. Unfortunately, I had to leave the election process for him to handle. We have not officially received the report, unless, of course, maybe it has gone to my boss that I have not seen it. But my boss did indicate that we're waiting for the report from the election committee, also from the police and also the EC. I believe that by this time, these reports should be in, and the National Executive Committee will look at them tomorrow and take a decision.
I see. However, you may have heard of the media reportage on what happened there yesterday. What is your comment on what transpired, that there was a disruption of the sorting process?
The commentary I will have is that it's unfortunate, and just as the General Secretary has issued a statement to say the rank and file of the party should remain calm, NEC will take a decision tomorrow, considering all the factors that has come into play in terms of this conduct and the Walwali elections.
This happened in the constituency of your flag bearer. It is problematic, is it not?
Politically, nobody would wish to have such activities happening in your backyard. But when you check democracy, you might not be able to meter what would happen in such circumstances. So it's unfortunate for us that we will take the necessary measures to remedy this cause. For us, once it is through a process and this thing is happening, we take it in good faith, and the party will take measures to be able to get to the bottom of the matter. The General Secretary once again indicated that we will assist the police investigation in terms of the arrests that they have made and all that, so that we bring finality to this particular matter. We have to help the process, and the process needs us, and we hope that we'll get to the bottom of this matter.
The Electoral Commission is expecting you to bring a name of the candidate you have chosen for the Wali constituency for election 2024. As we speak, you do not have that. It's some 72 hours to the deadline. How are you dealing with that particular issue?
Yes, Umaru, the Electoral Commission is opening from the 9th, that's yesterday, to the 13th. And I believe 13th should be Friday, for us to file all our candidates for the various constituencies. So it's worrying, and that is why there is an emergency NEC meeting tomorrow. I am very sure that by the time we close the NEC meeting, a decision will be made and the filing will be done before 13th of this month.
One more thing. What happened in Wali is similar to what happened in Yendi. That is a very worrying trend for a party that boasts of being very democratic. As a party, as you go into that meeting tomorrow, are you going to have some introspection on what is happening to you internally so far?
I believe that the party will look at those matters. If you look at what happened in Yendi and you look at the officials that were involved, you will see much similarities in it. So the party will be interested to check why it's happening, and some of these matters have to be taken care of. You know, as I supervise the most difficult elections, that is the Sunyani East elections, right from polling station where it was in court and all that. I believe that the media did not get the time to even discuss it. It depends upon how you handle such elections. So I think that the party will be looking at this particular matter and will get resolutions to them. The party is interested in getting to find out why some of these things are happening.
Very well. Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you, Umaru.
That's Haruna Mohammed. He's Deputy General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. We are coming to you from our studios in Adabraka in Accra. We're going to take a break, but before then, I'm just going to remind you again of exactly what transpired yesterday at the end of polls in Waliwali when the NPP went there to elect, or the NPP delegates there converged on a church premises to do the election of a candidate for the party to represent the people of Waliwali if the party is successful in election 2024. We can hear Masaudu Osman, who is third vice chairman of the NPP and who was sent to the Waliwali Election Center as the chairman of that committee.
When we start sorting the ballot, we have sorted Hajia ballot and Alaji Kabiru ballot. During that sorting, we are almost done with the sorting. When unknown person, we don't know where the person coming from. It's not unknown. It's alleged. It's alleged. It's alleged. So me, as a national third vice chairman and an election committee chairman, I don't know that guy. I don't even know him from nowhere. But before they started, I've already told the police people who are there that they should be focused. They should be focused because I have had a signal that during sorting, they are trying to cause mayhem. During sorting...
in fact, he's third vice chairman of the NPP. I was going to take a break, but we have him on the line now. Let me speak to him. You're welcome to Eyewitness News at Large.
Thank you, my brother.
You sounded very, very, I'm not sure the right adjective to use in describing you yesterday. Clearly, that's not what you were planning to announce to Ghanaians when you were sent by your party to supervise the election. I've heard you speak briefly there, but let's, for a moment, make you the correspondent who was in the hall, because our reporter has said to us that no journalist was allowed at the sorting center, which means that he could not have given us an independent report. We want to take yours, albeit a biased one, but what happened? At what point did all things go haywire in the sorting room?
Thank you very much. The election started. We started voting around 10 a.m. Voting was started peacefully. Delegates were coming, voting in their numbers. We have ended the voting around 4 p.m. and sorting have started. We've started sorting. As I'm talking to you, we have sorted the ballot papers. It was almost, and we were almost ending the sorting. Those ballots that left for sorting is not even up to 40 ballots, both the Kabiru one and then Hajia one. So there that we had one guy called Kamara. Kamara, I don't know Kamara anywhere. I was there, and the Kamara, not knowing that, they said Kamara was first a campaign supporter of Kabiru. So 2 days to election, he defected from Kabiru camp to Hajia Larba camp. That was the history I heard about that side, Kabiru, Kamara. So Kamara came when we start sorting. People get their way into the voting parameter, into the voting center. People get their way there. So I raised my head and see many people who are not polling agents, who are not agents of any or nowhere. That is where I even give a warning to the police and say police people should be cautious and they should be vigilant. They should be careful and vigilant, because this is the time every election can be distracted, the sorting time. I've given that warning to the police. So the sorting is almost done. And the Kamara guy came there. I don't know what has transpired between Kamara and then Kabiru, agent. Once Kamara hit this thing, so throughout they just start fighting. So at that time, the police arrest the two of them and handcuff them. The police arrest the two of them. One agent of Kabiru and the Kamara. They say he was a deputy, he was the former chairman, constituency chairman for Yagaba Koburi. So both of them were handcuffed by police and sent out. So at there, God so being good, the police had a control to cover all, to control and cover all the ballot paper, got the ballot paper intact and put them back into the ballot box. So, and a few of the papers have spoiled. So they sent them to the police station, Walwale District Police Station. All of us with the EC went back to the police station and we saw the ballot papers there again. If you look at the ballot paper that has been sorted, there are plenty ballot paper that have sorted. Those papers that have spoiled, there are no more than 20 ballot papers. So I was insisting there with the EC that the EC should count. They should count those ballots that has been sorted. I've spoken to the EC fight, and I've told him that I am the election committee chairman. I've given order, let us count these ballot papers. Let us count and see, because to my observing, this ballot, every candidate can cross 400 or 300 or something. So let us count. When we count those ballot papers that has spoiled, it cannot compromise this thing, because those papers that have spoiled, they are no more than 20. So when we count, and I'm having sure that one candidate can even beat another candidate with more than 100 or 150 votes. So if in this case, if one beats one with more than 100 votes or 150 votes, then we know the total number of people that have registered to vote. And we know the total number of people that have cast their vote. Then we will calculate it and deduct those papers that has been sorted and counted. We deduct and see the spoiled ones. So it can even happen if you even add all the spoiled one to another candidate, he can win the election. So in that case, the EC can justify the winner of this election. But I don't understand why the EC refused to count the ballot papers there. So the counting was not done. The only thing that I heard the EC said that those papers that has been spoiled those papers that has been spoiled. He cannot recognize those votes. He cannot tell these votes are for Mr. A or are for Mr. B. In this case, the vote, the entire election has been annulled. So he has given the matter to the party, so that whatever the party would decide, then it is our own matter. So I was arguing with the EC there. All my committee members were there. Hajia was there when I was arguing. I told Hajia Safia, let us count this ballot before we move here. Hajia Safia didn't allow me, was not cooperative with me to count the ballot. So I'm telling you, in my report, I still stand by the ballot papers. There are those ballot papers that have been kept at the Walwale District Police Station. That if NEC accepts my proposal, they should bring those ballot papers and count them so that and see the total number of votes each candidate got. Then we know how many ballots spoiled. If you ask the EC how many ballots spoiled, he can tell you how many ballots spoiled. But when I was there, to my experience, to what I saw, those ballots that has spoiled cannot compromise this election to the extent that the election should be entirely annulled. You see, okay. So to me, they should bring the ballot papers to the NEC so that we count it and know Mr. A got this, Mr. B got this. In this case, we can know who the winner of this election is. Okay.
Based on what you have seen, typically when sorting is being done, we would sort for candidate A and sort for candidate B. So there would be, because this was an election of just two persons, there would be two heaps of ballot papers.
Yes.
Based on what you saw, which heap was bigger?
You know when they are putting it, papers, when papers are piled, you can see, because as we see when they were putting Hajia one, Hajia one was up more than this thing, Kabiru one. Even when the regional chairman started jubilating there, I ordered him not to jubilate because when papers pile on each other, you can see papers pile and you think that it's bigger than the one. And maybe this one did not pile correctly, and this one have weight. So when they count it, this one can maybe the one which is not even bigger can be higher than the one that you think is bigger. So we don't compare or we don't look at the bigness of papers piled down and decide who is going to win the election. The only way we can know who is the winner of election is by counting 1, 2, 3, 4 up to Z.
The regional chairman whom you said was jubilating, he was jubilating in support of who?
No, he was saying that, today the election will be declared. The election will be declared.
It's not as if he thought one of them had won.
No. He was saying that, no, there won't be a run or there won't be a fight. The election will be declared. And I said, no. I don't want anything. Even I was trying to even sack him
So for you, based on what you saw, you can't call the election for either party.
Me, I can't call the election for either party. The only thing that I can recommend is we should bring that ballot paper and count them. I have a hope that when we count these ballot papers, I'm telling you, those are the issue. How many ballot papers spoil?
Okay, so you said it's just about 20. Just a quick point of clarification. This Kamara person whom you have now agreed to be the one who snatched the ballot boxes, did he take the ballot box or he took some of the papers like we saw in the House of Parliament?
No, you see, the Kamara guy, when we came, after me, I don't know him, after when this incident happened, somebody asked about him and they told me that he was a supporter.
Yes. No, but we've got that. I'm just asking, did he take the ballot papers, chewed some and ran away some, or he took the box?
No. There were, I think, he was, in his mind, when they caught him, he was saying that, Kabiru agent was there. So when they came, they were fighting. Two of them were fighting. They were fighting, and Kabiru agent was holding some ballot papers, and he was trying to snatch the ballot papers from Kabiru agent's hand. So it is true that some of the ballots spoiled.
Okay, so they did not take the ballot and fled the scene. He did not do that.
Nobody snatched any ballots anywhere. When they just fight, the police surround them. Every ballot paper, all the ballot papers were there. Okay. Nobody took even one ballot paper outside.
Okay. Mr. Masaudu, I'll let you go, but just a quick point that I would want your comment on about your own track record, about your own credibility and how you can be trusted in the future. You were the same person who was sent to Yendi to supervise the election there, and we saw what happened. You declared Farouk as the winner. That became a contentious issue. The party had to intervene. Later on, the party made a decision that Farouk should be the candidate. Now you have gone to Wale and the same issue has come up. Are you a man of confusion, or confusion appears to like you?
Me, if you look at my track record from Boku up to Techima, up to Accra here, I have no any bad record. My record, I'm a very learned person in Arabic. I'm a Malam. I have no any bad record in me. And if the Yendi, there is different dynamic from Yendi election and then the Walwale election. The Yendi election was deliberate by one side who deliberately spoiled the election. And before I took that decision in Yendi, I consult the National Party, and I had an order from above to declare Honorable Farouk as the winner. When I declare him, when it comes to NEC, all NECs have accepted my declaration and have seen that Abibata have done wrong, and the NEC accept the declaration of Farouk. That one is different. But the Wale one is quite different. The Wale one, no one declared. I won. I didn't declare that. I didn't declare anybody. the election was supervised and conducted by Electoral Commission. My duty there was a committee that the NEC formed and appoint me to be the chairman of the committee. When I come, I did my work diligently. I did my work diligently in the sense that I did not have any word with both partners. When I reached to Wale, I went and get my own hotel to sleep. I ordered food in that hotel. I called both the partners and spoke to them, tell them that I'm here. When both of them came for the vetting, I decided to annul the vet. I said, we have already vetted the first time and approved. So don't waste your time for vetting. All of you go back and campaign. They said we should do balloting, and it was consensual between the two of them.
Okay.
They all agreed that Larba should be number one and Kabiru should be number two. That was my duty, and I did it. I went and collected the accreditation card. I brought it. The ballot papers were not from me. It came from the party headquarters to Accra here. The electoral commission, the district electoral commission for Wale Wale, and the police went to Tamale and brought the electoral materials. I was not having hand in electoral material. The only material that I've handled, it was the accreditation. When I bring the accreditation I've handed over to the constituency secretary, and he distributed to the various coordinators, and they will give it to their polling station. So if someone say my credibility will be put into question in this election, the person hate me. I did not support anyone. I did no wrong here. I did no wrong here. I didn't declare anyone. Even me, I was insisting the electoral commission to count the ballot paper. Up to now, I'm standing counting the ballot paper.
So your hands are clean. But just out
my hands are clean.
Out of curiosity, why do they call you Chairman Buga Buga?
Chairman Buga is from Boku. In my younger days, I like fighting. But that one, I will not hide you.
See.
I don't hide you. I was somebody who don't take nonsense.
I see.
I'm telling you, I'm somebody who don't take nonsense. Fighting was my hobby when I grew up. But I come to some stage, I have seen that fighting was not anything to benefit in future. Because if fighting is something, Azuma Nation today will have had everything in the world. You see, so I don't want to the later generation, my generation, to be like, oh, your father was this. So no, you know, Boku.
So you stop fighting. You don't fight anymore.
I'm telling you, no, Boku is a conflict zone.
It's okay. Let's not get there. Let's leave it. Let's leave it. Let's leave it. Malam Chairman Buga.
Malam Buga.
Mungodi. Thank you so much. Okay, that's Malam Masaudu Osman, aka Chairman Buga, who is the third vice chairman of the New Patriotic Party, who was sent to supervise the elections in Wale Wale yesterday. He was the chairman of the committee that conducted that election. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. The party will be holding a meeting tomorrow, we are told, after which it would make an announcement on what the next step is. Stay with us on Eyewitness News.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Hi, Aku. I just got the estimate for the home repairs. It's more than we expected. I'm really stressed about where to find the money.
Why worry, Musa? You are a salaried worker. Haven't you heard about the GCB personal loan promo? They can give you up to 700,000 Ghana cedis in less than 24 hours at a significantly reduced interest rate and fees.
Really? This sounds exciting, but is it easy to apply?
Super easy. Skip the stress. Get the cash with the GCB personal loan promo with a 1-month repayment holiday. Just visit a GCB bank branch near you or call 0302 634 922. Toll free 0800 422 422. No hassle, no stress.
Wow, I just got a notification. The loan is already in my account. That was fast.
Skip the stress and get the cash you need with GCB personal loan. Visit a branch near you today. Terms and conditions apply. GCB Bank, your bank for life.
Oh, jump on now.
Go, the go. Ah, Gugomi, at what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I don't change my car. It be the same right. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mindset be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open there.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
The go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Hey, is that Cuckoo? Hey, you've grown into a big boy, oh.
Ifipa. Even Momo is 15 years old.
It still feels like yesterday when we were fumbling with cash and worrying about the way money moves.
Say it again. Now I send money to my AC in the village, pay bills, save money, loans so kaka, investment kaka, at the Momo app.
Shit. How do you think I get the small coins from my bugger pack?
To celebrate 15 years of Momo, you too can win awesome prizes in the Momo at 15 Rewards promo. Just download the new My Momo app, continue to transfer and make payments, and you could be one of the 15 lucky winners of 15,000 Ghana cedis and 150 lucky winners of 1,500 Ghana cedis each. So, Ghana, keep celebrating Momo at 15. Offer runs from now till November. T's and C's apply. MTN.
Kojo, I want to learn how to drive.
No problem at all, my dear. I will get Uncle Kofi to teach you. He taught my father and even me.
But Kojo pa, in this day and age...
Don't take chances when it comes to learning how to drive. Your best bet is Freight Masters Driving Institute. Freight Masters Driving Institute has qualified instructors who are dedicated to equipping you with the right skills for the road. Locate our office at Tema Community 5, adjacent Golden Chopsticks, or Tema Community 25 on the Deftraco Estate Road, Asaleboche, in the same building with Fidelity Bank, Westland, Hatcho, opposite Starbite Shell Filling Station, or on the Spintex Road, Aviation Highway Hydrophone Estate. Call us on 0303 973 388 or 0267 266 211. Visit our website www.freightmastersdriving.com. Freight Masters Driving Institute. Defensive driving with the right skills.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
You're welcome back. The Concerned Small-Scale Miners Association has pushed back against growing calls for a complete ban on small-scale mining, arguing that such a move would be ineffective. This comes in response to appeals from religious leaders and civil society organizations who have called for an immediate halt to all small-scale mining operations as a measure to combat illegal mining and its environmental impact. Concerns have also been raised over the ongoing destruction of water bodies in several regions due to illegal mining, sparking public outcry. However, in an interview with Citi News, the president of the Concerned Small-Scale Miners Association, Michael Kojo Pepera, dismissed the call for a ban, stating that it is driven by emotions rather than practical solutions.
We have witnessed the worst form of galamsey in this country. When the military was brought in, we all can remember the task that was given to them. They deviated, and some of them indulged in corrupt practices. So we can also say emphatically that the ban would not yield any result. As a matter of fact, if we don't put the best enforcement practices, we can never achieve anything, even if we should put a ban on it. But as a matter of fact, if indeed we want to solve this galamsey problem, government needs to create jobs. Government needs to bring about sustainable practices in helping curb this galamsey issue. Because people will not sleep on gold and at the end of the day starve. So people who are calling on the ban must as well bring about various solutions to help government in solving this problem. Because we are in this country, government cannot say that they are not benefiting from this small-scale mining sector. Government had over $3.5 billion from the export of gold in this country. So we can easily say that those people who are calling on the ban are being emotional, but we should put emotions aside and solve this problem head on.
You had the president of the Concerned Small Scale Miners Association, Michael Kojo-Pepra.
It appears the issue of galamsey is really a worrying one, and aside destroying our water bodies and our forests, it may also affect how much food you have on your dinner table. That is a concern of the Peasant Farmers Association. The executive director of the Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana is Ms. Mark Owusu-Norte. He joins us on the line. Sir, you're welcome to Eyewitness News. How bad is the situation, and how is it going to affect food production in your estimation?
Yeah, hello, Umaru. Thank you for having me. Yeah, the situation is bad than we even thought. There's been a lot of discussions regarding the destruction of our environment and then the water bodies. But I think that a lot of us have lost sight of the effects on our food. Now, when as farmers there are several factors that we need for our work. The issue of land is critical, the issue of labor, the issue of water. Now, for years now, we've lost several of our farmlands to the activities of illegal miners. So we have a lot of farmlands that have been taken over by galamseyers. There are others that they actually offer fees to farmers to take over their lands. And instances where farmers disagree, they find other crude statics to take over their lands. Aside the lands that we've lost, which is estimated to be over 1.2 million hectares, we are also losing our water bodies that we use for the cultivating of our farms. Indeed, apart from the river bodies that we all know have been polluted, there are several irrigation facilities that we also use, which have all been polluted to the extent that we can't use them for our grains or our farms. On top of that is that, if you look at our data on farming, you see that a lot of farmers are farmers who are about the age of 55. So you would expect that our youth will also be interested to take over the farming. But it appears that we've also lost all these youth to the galamsey miners. So we are losing our farmlands, we are losing our water bodies, we are losing the youth on top of that. Now, these three things that we are losing is going to account for us to have consistent low production, because there's definitely no way we can produce a lot more when we are losing this. Now, the scariest part of this is that aside it affecting the quality of productivity, we're also going to affect the quality of the food that we have been producing, because a lot of the soils too that we use to do our farming has been contaminated or polluted by these chemicals that the people use. So the effects on our food security in terms of availability and affordability of food is going to be very, very devastating. On top of that is the effects even on the quality of the food that we'll be producing for Ghanaians to eat. So it's a double-edged sword that is hitting us very hard, and that's why we have joined calls that some drastic action needs to be taken. If not, it doesn't look good for us when it comes to issues of our food and nutrition security.
We have seen some organized labor organizations or unions giving ultimatums to government and even threatening strike actions. As peasant farmers, what can you use to scare the government in asking it to act on this galamsey issue?
Yeah, we are weighing our options. We've received several calls from our members across the country. We are willing to embark on several actions to ensure that government takes a position. So for now, what we want to do immediately is to join the call to ensure that there's a complete ban on small-scale mining. And we have our own timelines. Based on that timeline, if we don't see any proactive action by government, I'm sure that you hear from farmers across the country regarding what they want to do to ensure that we stop this menace of Ghana.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, sir.
You're welcome.
That's Bismarck Usunoti. He's Executive Director of the Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. We'll be back with business news. But before then, How Idris will be bringing us. Actually, we'll be back with Point Blank. But before then, How Idris will be bringing you the latest in the world of business. And then let me remind you as well that at 7 p.m. tonight, we're bringing you live coverage of the launch of our election coverage for election 2024. That's at 7 p.m. We'll be crossing to our studios at number 5 Ola Hansen Lane at Tesano in Accra for that. We'll be back in a bit. Please stay.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Are you ready to turn your dreams into reality? Don't just dream it, own it with a loan from Fidelity Bank. Dreaming of a new home? Own it with Fidelity Mortgage Loan. Dreaming of smelling the scent of a brand new tear rubber car? Own it with Fidelity Auto Loan. Dreaming of getting the latest phone, TV, fridge, furniture, laptop or gaming console? Own it with Fidelity Consumer Asset Finance. Dreaming of expanding your business? Make it a reality with our business loan. Fidelity Bank is offering flexible loans to businesses, salaried workers and the self-employed at a competitive rate. Dial 0800 003355 or visit any of our branches nationwide today to turn your dream into reality with a Fidelity Bank loan. Terms and conditions apply. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Fidelity. If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I dey your side, Fidelity.
Are you feeling tired after a hard day's work? Have you lost your appetite even for your favorite dish? Viral Blood Tonic is a nutritionally balanced, pleasant-tasting tonic fortified with iron and vitamins to boost your appetite and energy levels for high performance. Viral Blood Tonic, easy to take and good for the whole family. Viral from Danex Iting Starwin PLC. If symptoms persist after 48 hours, consult a physician. This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, is that cool? Hey, you've grown into a big boy, oh.
Even Momo is 15 years old.
It still feels like yesterday when we were fumbling with cash and worrying about the way money moves.
Say it again. Now I send money to my AC in the village, pay bills, save money, loans so kaka, investment kaka, at the Momo app.
Shit. How do you think I get the small coins from my bugapa?
To celebrate 15 years of Momo, you too can win awesome prizes in the Momo F15 Rewards promo. Just download the new My Momo app, continue to transfer and make payments, and you could be one of the 15 lucky winners of 15,000 Ghana cedis and 150 lucky winners of 1,500 Ghana cedis each. So, Ghana, keep celebrating Momo at 15. Offer runs from now till November. T's and C's apply. MTN.
Get the details. Every significant financial transaction, every market movement, and all the policies that affect your business. Citi Business News. Be informed.
Time now for Citi Business News on Eyewitness News. My name is Hawa Idrisu Mustafa. Details of our stories now. Market analysts are projecting a slight uptick in inflation for the month of August, despite a drop in July at 20.9%. They attribute this development to the fast rate of the cedi depreciation against the dollar. The predictions come ahead of the Ghana Statistical Service's monthly reports on inflation expected to be announced tomorrow. In an interview with Citi Business News, economist and fixed income analyst Wilson Zilevu revealed that subsequent months until the end of the year are likely to experience a downward trend. The Ghana Integrated Aluminium Development Corporation has expressed optimism in expanding the country's bauxite production to boost the local economy. That's according to the Senior Manager of Technical Services at GIADEC, Dr. Kwabna Mensah. This comes after Parliament approval in June 2024 of a mining lease for the Ghana Bauxite Company. Speaking to Citi Business News during a technical workshop on the 2021 and 2022 Getty report for the mining and oil and gas sector, Dr. Mensah emphasized GIADEC's commitment to sustainable mining practices to boost production.
to reduce our environmental footprints and to meet all sorts of principles that are guided by GIADEC's laws and GIADEC's way of doing things. Significantly, the mining process itself is going to be improved upon using new methods that are already in play in the Amazon forest, for example, using the surface miner, training and bringing up the level of expertise and workforce that they have, and to leave more with the corporate responsibility that are used to the host community specifically, and to the sustainable value that can be created with what we want to look at. It's all about doing it more sustainably and all about working towards the sustainable development goals that is being preached, and being sought in the mining sector, for example. But overall, is the fact that they are looking at a refinery solution. They are going to work this across the entire value chain. That is what is driving us and making us happy about the new way that the GBC is going. So
Dr. Kwabena Mensah further added that the introduction of 2 additional hills for mining will bring several changes to the process of extracting the mineral.
What needs to be done in the case of all other mining leases, it has to be ratified by Parliament. And that is what happened in July. Furthermore, they are required to complete the EPA mining lease and some other permitting processes that they are going through. And they're working on that now. What is new in this is that GIADEC has added on 2 additional hills within our environment. So anything bauxite, all bauxite deposits are held by GIADEC in trust for the government and the people of Ghana. So to ensure that they can meet the quantities and the volume that we seek for the integrated aluminium project, we've added on 2 more hills, the Afumba and the Boka hills, so that they will have enough resource to meet the new capacity that they are required to meet. And they are as well working on improved equipment, moving away from the traditional mining methods to sustainable mining means that will meet environmental requirements and other standards that are required of the GIADEC process.
That was the Senior Manager of Technical Services at the Ghana Integrated Aluminium Development Corporation, Dr. Kwabena Mensah. Now, Electrochem Ghana Limited is hopeful the resolution and deepening of collaboration with local community at the Adan Songo Lagoon project will upscale production of salt mining in Ghana. This follows a projection by Imani that the domestic salt industry could generate over $1 billion in annual revenue by 2028, given the right investment in key mining areas. Head of Media Relations at Electrochem Ghana Limited, Bernard Mate Kole, has been speaking with Citi Business News.
We've noticed that where there are mining activities across the length and breadth of this country, we do see some pockets of issues. There's issues one way or the other, and so we will not say that apart from the parliamentary intervention, there wouldn't be any form of issue whatsoever. As human as we are, definitely we know that there might be few people who will still not be happy. But in generally, we are grateful that Parliament have set, the record straight so far as the ownership rights and all these are concerned. Again, Parliament have made it clear that either to where people feel there's this monopoly string coming to play, Parliament has made it clear to the locals, for that matter, all and sundry, that the company is operating by law. And so I think these 2 key, factors that are brought to bear, courtesy the parliamentary approval, will bring some form of sanity in the area so far as our operation and collaboration with the locals are concerned.
Bernard Mate Kole is Head of Media Relations at Electrochem Ghana Limited. The Mobile Money Advocacy Group Ghana MOMAG has rolled out measures aimed at ensuring the safety of mobile money agents as well as their clients from fraudsters. Figures from the Bank of Ghana indicate that the amount that people lost through Momo fraud increased by twice in 2022 compared to what was lost in 2021, despite a reduction in the number of Momo fraud incidents recorded last year. Following calls by the central bank to the agent to join efforts to safeguard the industry from fraudsters and criminals, MOMAG President Edward Ofori-Agyemang has been speaking to Citi Business News on the measures they are taking to curb the trend.
Mobile money agents who are charging illegal charges should stop, because we don't charge for deposit. Some of the mobile money agents do close midnight, sometimes deep in the night. So we are advising mobile money agents that they should close at least 6:30. Every mobile money should close. You know, the banks do close 5 o'clock. You see the incidents that happened at Kaswa when a member lost 83,000. And a member also lost 55,000 in Kufodia. And some of the mobile money agents also expose themselves. When they are counting money, they put it on the counter. When, somebody calls them, I want to withdraw this huge amount. We shouldn't expose ourselves to everybody who comes to you to do transactions.
Edward Ofori-Agyemang is the president of Mobile Money Advocacy Group Ghana, ending Citi Business News on Eyewitness News. My name is Hawa Idrisu Mustafa. Up next is Point Blank.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. At what time when you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I don't change my car. It be the same, right? It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind, Seth, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open there.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a feel the gobe too small.
Go!
Yo, Pana! Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Are you searching for a world-class conferencing facility to elevate your next event? Do you need a bougie look for that all-important corporate, board meeting, or private social event? The Alisa Hotel Pavilion at Northridge. Our expansive conference center comfortably seats 1,000 persons in a theater-style setup. This makes it ideal for large conferences and exhibitions. Where there is the need to break out, the conference center seamlessly converts into 2 separate breakout rooms. With the importance of seamless technology integration, our facilities are equipped to support your audiovisual needs. Looking for an oasis of bliss? Saunter into our Oasis Lounge and enjoy your juicy lamb chops, steaks, and burgers. We have alfresco dining for nature lovers in our lush manicured lawns. The Alisa Hotel Pavilion, where great minds convene and beautiful memories are created.
Hey, is that Cuckoo? Hey, you've grown into a big boy, oh.
Even Momo is 15 years old.
It still feels like yesterday when we were fumbling with cash and worrying about the way money moves.
Say it again. Now I send money to my AC in the village, pay bills, save money, loans so kaka, investment kaka, at the Momo app.
Shit. How do you think I get the small coins from my bugger pack?
To celebrate 15 years of Momo, you too can win awesome prizes in the Momo at 15 Rewards promo. Just download the new My Momo app, continue to transfer and make payments, and you could be one of the 15 lucky winners of 15,000 Ghana cedis and 150 lucky winners of 1,500 Ghana cedis each. So, Ghana, keep celebrating Momo at 15. Offer runs from now till November. T's and C's apply. MTN.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
On Eyewitness News, my name is Umaru Sandamada. Tonight on Point Blank, we're talking about Ghanaian students in the UK who are facing some serious difficulties. But before then, big story tonight has to do with the Wale Wale elections of the New Patriotic Party. We're just receiving information now that the Member of Parliament for Wale Wale, who is incumbent, Lariba Zuwaira Abudu, has withdrawn from the race. Which we have seen now. It's addressed to the General Secretary, New Patriotic Party, Headquarters Accra. It says, Dear General Secretary, RE or RE, Wale Wale Constituency Parliamentary Primaries. Following the inconclusive rerun of the parliamentary primary in the Wale Wale constituency yesterday, with the Electoral Commission unable to declare a result as a result of an unfortunate incident, I have decided that in the interest of the greater good of the New Patriotic Party and peace and unity in the Wale Wale constituency, I will no longer be a candidate for MP in the 2024 elections. I am therefore formally withdrawing from the contest. I would like to thank the party for the honor done me in representing my constituency over the last 4 years and can assure the party of my continued support in the 2024 election campaign. Yours sincerely, signed, Honorable Lariba Zuwaira Abudu, MP, Wale Wale constituency, who is also former Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection. News is that the Member of Parliament for Wale Wale has withdrawn. The party is meeting tomorrow, the New Patriotic Party is meeting tomorrow to decide what it's going to do in Wale Wale. It appears Kabiru may be the only person left on the list now. We are not sure what the party's decision would be, but one of the candidates has withdrawn. And so that's just news that is coming through out there. from Wali Wali for you. Let's go on now to our other story, which has to do with students on scholarship. The Home Office of the United Kingdom has issued deportation notices to Ghanaian students whose tuition is in arrears. Over the past few weeks, these students have reported facing dismissal from their universities due to delayed payment of tuition. Earlier this month, the Scholarship Secretariat announced it would receive 50 million cedis to settle the outstanding fees. However, in a letter that we have seen here at City News, which was addressed to one of the students, the UK Home Office indicated that the student's visa had been cancelled, giving the students until November 9 to leave the UK with no right of appeal. Lord Apre is a Ghanaian student in the University of Kent in the UK. He's joined us on the line. Pius, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Umaru, for having me.
We spoke a few months ago, didn't we, where you raised issues with the disbursement of monies owed you by the state of Ghana. It appears
yes, we did. I remember, yeah.
It appears issues have gotten to a head now. Tell us more what has been happening.
Okay, so we spoke about the last time when you called. So we've been here as Ghanaian students on the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat scheme. For some time now, our tuition fees haven't been paid. And this has led to devastating consequences. So some of our colleagues, University of Bradford, University of Birmingham, they've been withdrawn by their universities. And as we speak today, a couple of my friends called me and actually sent me their letters issued to them by the UK Home Office that they've been given up to 9th of November to leave the UK. But the sad thing is that even if the government comes to pay the school fees now, the consequences are still, they have to reapply again and start the whole programs afresh. So as we speak, we are trying to get in touch with some immigration lawyers to see what they can do to help us. So the situation is very, 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 very bad. For those of us who haven't been sacked yet, we've been given warning letters. I have received my third warning letter from my university. So, God forbid, the next letter will not be a good letter. Others too have been locked out of the university portals. They don't have access to any university or academic facilities. I, for one, for instance, about 3-4 months ago, my supervisor arranged for me to attend a conference, one at South Korea, one in Germany.
Apologies, we've lost Pius Lord Apre there. He's a Ghanaian student on scholarship to the UK, in the UK University of Kent. We'll try and re-establish connection with him. But if you're just joining us, the breaking news story is that the NPP Member of Parliament for Wali Wali has withdrawn from the internal primaries of the party. Recall yesterday the party had internal primaries, which primaries did not end on a good note. The party had scheduled tomorrow for a meeting to decide what it's going to do in that contest, and now we just seen the letter from Honorable Lariba Zuera Abudu, addressed to the General Secretary of the NPP. I'll just read it for you again. It says, following the inconclusive rerun of the parliamentary primary in the Wali Wali constituency yesterday, with the Electoral Commission unable to declare a result as a result of an unfortunate incident, I have decided that in the interest of the greater good of the New Patriotic Party and peace and unity in the Wali Wali constituency, I will no longer be a candidate for MP in the 2024 elections. I'm therefore formally withdrawing from the contest. I would like to thank the party for the honor done me in representing my constituency over the last 4 years, and can assure the party of my continual support in the 2024 election campaign. Yours sincerely, signed Honorable Lariba Zuera Abudu, MP, Wali Wali constituency. Let's go back to Pius. Now he's hopefully on a better line. Pius, so how does it happen? So do the monies come to you so you make the payment to the university, or the government of Ghana pays directly to the universities? How do these things happen? Hello, Pius? Hello, Pius? Apologies, I do not have Pius. We'll try and re-establish connection to him. 97.3 Citi FM. Pius Lord Apri is a student, a Ghanaian student on scholarship to the UK, the University of Kent. Pius, I lost you there. I was asking you to explain how the payment is done. Does the government of Ghana pay the money into your account for you to pay to the university, or the payment is done University of Ghana, from Ghana to the university directly? Hello, Pius? Hello? It is a dodgy line. We'll try to re-establish connection to him. Has been cancelled so that it now ends on 9th November 2024. What this means for you, you still have permission until 9th November 2024, and the current conditions of your stay will continue to apply until then. Please ensure that you comply with these conditions. You now have until November 9, 2024 to either leave the United Kingdom or make another application to stay here. You do not have a right of appeal or administrative review against the decision to cancel your permission. If you leave or are already outside the common travel area, the UK, the Channel Islands, the Isle of Man, and the Republic of Ireland before November 9, 2024, your permission will end immediately, and you will have to make a new application to re-enter the UK. If you think an error has been made in this decision, if you think there has been an error, you can make the correction by following the process set out in the guidance. The reasons for this cancellation decision are set out in the next section. Yours sincerely, Escusa, on behalf of the Secretary of State for Homeland Department. And so it says the reasons for the decision. You were granted permission as a student under the student route of the immigration rules. Your permission has been cancelled because you have stopped studying with the University of Birmingham. On July 22nd, 2024, your sponsor notified the Home Office that they had withdrawn their sponsorship as you have stopped studying with them due to financial debt. I'm therefore satisfied that you have ceased to study and that your permission should be cancelled pursuant to Part 9.261B of the Immigration Rules. Your permission is therefore cancelled from November 9, 2024. So this is a letter that has been issued to these students. Let me go back on the line. Pius, can you hear me now? Hello, Pius, can you hear me now? Pius, can you hear me now? Okay, great. So I was just reading portions of the letter there, and I have stated what has been stated in the letter. The reason is that the universities have written to the Home Office suggesting that you are no more students because apparently the government of Ghana has written to say you are in debt and that money has not been paid. That is what we are seeing here. Before you answer that, I was asking you an earlier question about how the payment is done. Is it paid directly to the universities or is it paid to you to pay to the universities?
Yeah, so the money is paid directly to the universities. We have no, hand in the payment of the tuition fees.
I see. Okay, so when was the last time you had an official communication from the government of Ghana about this matter?
Honestly, the government, since some students were withdrawn from the universities, especially University of Birmingham, University of Bradford, they've never received any official communication from the Scholarship Secretariat or even the Ghana High Commission. One of the students, who is my good friend, shared with me that he actually called one officer from the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat to discuss this issue. And he was told by the officer that, he should brace himself for deportation because at this point, there's nothing much they can do. You understand? Exactly. Meanwhile, this officer is supposed to be the one who coordinates or who liaises between us and the Scholarship Secretariat. And so for somebody to come to you and you tell the person that, there's nothing you can do, so the person should brace himself for deportation, what level of insensitivity could that be? You understand? So, it's unfortunate, but that's what some of our colleagues, and I'm sure once it has started from other universities, maybe we'll travel across and some of us may be affected later. That's the reality.
What was the duration of study for all these universities? Is there a range or is it a specific number of years?
For a PhD, it's a maximum 4 years. Yes, and for the masters, some 1 year, some 2 years. And for the sad story is that some master students are actually done with their programs, but they can't graduate because they owe school fees. So until their school fees are paid or teachers are paid, they can't graduate. So they are stuck there. They don't know what to do because they've been locked out and they can't graduate.
Are there students?
I know people who have submitted their thesis as we speak now, but then they've not been permitted to have their viva or their defense because they owe school fees. So the school has put a halt on all academic activity related to those students.
So are these students in say the final level? Are there students in level 100s, in 200 and all of that, or these are just final year students?
It cuts across from first year, second year, third year. Final year. In fact, there are even students who have completed but are owed their stipends as we speak now. There are students who have completed their programs and have graduated, but they are owed stipends of over 10 months, 15 months, 20 months.
I see. Now, what are the options left for students who have fallen under this category, considering the warning that you have received from the Home Office?
Honestly speaking, at this point, we can only appeal to the government to step in to probably release money to settle this. Otherwise, our years here would go waste. We would have to be deported, come home, and then, I don't know. Yeah, so the only option we have now is for the government to step in to come and settle the tuition fees and all that.
Some 50 million cedis or so was supposed to have been released to the Scholarship Secretariat. What do you know about that by the government?
Okay. Yes, so I listened to that interview, I think a week or two ago on your show. The 50 million can't, in fact, we did some calculation here. I did analysis and I wrote a letter, open letter to the president. If you've seen it online or wherever, some portals, I wrote it. I did analysis with a friend or one or two or three friends of mine. Look, we found that money, that 50 million cedis can only pay for 127 students. You understand?
So it's woefully inadequate.
At all. Not even a quarter, because and the students here are more than 1,000. Let me give you an example. For just 2023-2024 batch alone, that came from Ghana, I think they are 787. So even using that alone, that number alone for that 50 million calculation, only one particular, as in of that particular year group. So we can imagine if you go back to 2020, 2021, you can imagine the number of students who are here. And the funny thing is that it's not even only students in the UK who are suffering. Those in Canada, those in the US, they are all suffering as we're speaking now. So the problem is not as simple as, so it's not a 50 million Ghana cedis problem. No.
I see. So there's
because by convention, that would be like 2.5 or 2.7 million pounds. That can take care of only 127 of students if the average school fees is 19,000 pounds a year.
I see. So the students who have received these letters now, what do they have to do? Just pack bag and baggage and start preparing to come home?
They have now. But like I said, that the High Commission has not even reached out to them to hear them, to at least give them some words of encouragement or share in their whatever stress. The Scholarship Secretariat has not officially done that, and it's sad. You understand? As if we don't have any High Commission or embassy in this country. As if the Scholarship Secretariat at this moment, as if they don't care. Like I said, somebody approached or called an officer at the Secretariat to speak about the problem. He was told that he should brace himself for a deportation. It's very sensitive. It's not the best. So at this point, they have no choice but to, as it is, packing their bags. 9th November is just about a month or two away. That's a sad story. And they have to actually reapply, to the universities. And then now that the universities have a problem with the Scholarship Secretariat for not paying their school fees, I wonder if even you reapply and you go on that same route, they would accept the financial guarantee from Secretariat.
Very well.
So it's a big problem, more than we are seeing it.
We wish you all the best. We'll see what happens down here and then keep you updated. Wish you all the best and thank you so much for speaking to us.
Yeah, thank you, Mario, for having me. Thank you very much.
That's Pius Lord Apre. He's a Ghanaian student in the UK, University of Kent, where they are being told to come home because their monies or tuition has not been paid by the government of Ghana. Dr. Clement Park is a deputy ranking member on the Education Committee of Parliament who has interest in these matters. He's MP for Bulsa South. He's joined us for quick comments. Honorable, you're welcome to Eyewitness News. How does this make you feel?
Well, Sandra, let me say good evening to you and to our listeners, particularly in Bulsa South. I filed my documents today to seek re-election. And honestly, this makes me very sad and disappointed. I believe that as a nation, we should be embarrassed that we send our young men and women on Government of Ghana scholarships with the intention that they would go gain knowledge and then come back and serve their nation. Then we send them to foreign lands and we fail to do the needful by paying their stipends and their fees. And I fail to understand why government would sit by and watch and allow Ghanaian students studying abroad to be withdrawn. And now we hear that a lot of them are in the processes of being deported, detained, and or prosecuted. It's an indictment on the Akufo-Addo Bawumia MPP government, and it is a shame to the Republic of Ghana.
What can be done to solve this or prevent these deportations from, these embarrassing deportations from happening?
Well, the immediate resolution is for the government to find the money and then pay the stipends to the students and then pay their fees to their various institutions. That is the immediate solution. But in the medium to long term, you reckon that the scholarship regimes in Ghana have been bedeviled with a number of challenges. And indeed, we are proposing a unified regime, enacting a law, should we be given the mandate by the good people of this country, so that we would have a better, sustainable, transparent arrangement for scholarships to be awarded to brilliant but needy students. What is happening now is akin to gerrymandering. If you know those who matter, certainly you wouldn't be a victim of this situation. But if you are just an honorary Ghanaian student who had the opportunity to go abroad, clearly you will be a victim of the circumstances that we are currently witnessing, and that is wrong.
I was wondering if Parliament has any power to do anything whatsoever.
As a matter of fact, I have raised this issue on a number of occasions on the floor of Parliament. My colleague Dafiama Kor has done the same. We have filed a number of questions, and till date, those questions have not been responded to. I remember on one occasion, I caught the Speaker's eye and I made a very passionate appeal on behalf of Ghanaian students studying abroad, because this issue is not confined to only our students in the UK. You reckon that even in Morocco, some of them, even in Burkina Faso, also reported same challenges. So, although I caught the Speaker's eye, it was my expectation that the issue would have been escalated to a level that would have required the summoning of the entities in charge to come to the floor and to respond to questions. But unfortunately, that did not happen. So we would continue to push, at least using the power of the media, to get government to do the needful. Government has a role to play. These students are abroad on Government of Ghana scholarship. Let's do what is right.
Thank you for speaking to us. We pray for the best. Dr. Clement Park, and I wish you all the best also in your elections there. He is Member of Parliament for Bulsa South and Deputy Ranking Member on the Education Committee of Parliament. That would be it for Eyewitness News tonight, which came to you from our studios at number 11 Dr. Morton Group in Adabraka in Accra. My name is Umaru Sanda Amado. I did this with Hawa Idrisu Mustafa. Production by Kobina Wilson, Bevelin London, and Sami Wiafi. Imanolati was in charge of the technical affairs for us tonight. And of course, we had Edwin Kwakofi supporting us with the new media side of things. I'm going to leave you now. Up next, we are crossing over to our Channel 1 studios at number 50 Hansen Lane at Tesano in Accra, where we are bringing you the show that tells you about what our plans for the coverage of the election 2024 release. Nana Tufo Boatin is our host, is a man on the bridge. I'll be crossing over to him in a bit about that particular program, which tells you what our plan is for election 2024. Have a good night, everybody.